You can't tell anyone I told you this, but the only way you're going to finally stop comparing your life to other people is by scaring yourself and fearing the consequences that constant comparison has on you. That was excellent alliteration, by the way. You're comparing your life to other people. It's like you looking this way, this way, this way, this way, and getting neck pain because you're not focused forward on your own journey. You're not getting tunnel vision on your own journey. You're not becoming obsessed with your own journey, which is the only journey you can control, by the way. And by the way, you have more agency and control than you think. And you might say, oh, it's a crappy life. I have a crappy life compared to this person, this person. It's never as crappy as you think. And guess what? Even if it's crappy, you can make it a little bit less crappy every single day. Comparing your life to other people and what you think they seemingly have is the biggest way to become miserable, and it's the biggest waste of time. But making little bits of progress in your own life brings you so much more joy than you'll ever imagine. Scare yourself into thinking, what would happen if I just stayed stagnant and kept looking at what other people were doing? You would literally stay where you are, or you would move backwards. You would be worse off every single year. You would become less rich. You would become less hot. God forbid we become less hot. You would become mentally less stimulating. You would become dumber if you constantly just looked at what other people were doing and not being inspired by it and just making yourself feel bad about it. You would become a worse off version that you currently are by constantly looking here and here. Focus here, look here, and get obsessed with your own journey. Get obsessed with becoming a little bit better every single day. Feel that fear of what would happen if you just constantly checked out other people's lives and didn't feel gratitude for your own life. Feel that fear. Fear can be an excellent motivator. Don't let anyone tell you any different. It's not always that you're motivated by rainbows and, glitter and happiness and love. Fear can be a great motivator. Scare yourself into thinking, what would happen if I didn't stop comparing myself to other people that I barely know, by the way? What would happen if I didn't focus on my own journey? It made me sweat on a hot summer's day in London, but I'm just really passionate about this. Okay, love you, bye.